Welcome. Today we are going to explore how you can actually run your own code on a real quantum computer. It might sound like science fiction, but thanks to cloud technology, anyone with an internet connection can access these powerful machines. We will walk through the entire workflow, from writing your first circuit to getting results back from a lab. First, let us understand the physical setup. Real quantum processors are incredibly sensitive. They need to be kept in dilution refrigerators at temperatures colder than outer space to function. Because of this, you cannot have one sitting on your desk. Instead, we use a remote execution model. You write your Python code on your laptop, and it gets sent over the internet to a secure data center where the actual quantum machine lives. To make this communication happen, we rely on a software stack. It starts at the top with your code, using software development kits like Qiskit or Circ. Your code is then passed to a transpiler, which translates it into instructions the hardware understands. Next, a cloud service manages the user access and queuing. Finally, the control electronics send microwave pulses to the qubits on the chip to perform your calculation. The first actual step is writing your quantum circuit. In this example, we are using Python to create a simple 2-qubit circuit. We apply a Hadamard gate to put the first qubit into sewer position, and then a CNOT gate to entangle it with the second qubit. This creates a Bell state. Finally, we add measurement instructions to tell the hardware to read the final state of the qubits. Before running the code, you must choose a backend. You have two main options: a simulator or real hardware. Simulators run on classical computers and give you perfect, error-free results, which is great for debugging. Real hardware, on the other hand, deals with actual quantum particles. It is slower and has noise errors, but it is the only way to perform calculations that are impossible for classical computers. Once you select a real device, your code goes through transpilation. When you write code, you assume all qubits are connected. However, on a real physical chip, qubits are only connected to their immediate neighbors. The transpiler automatically rewrites your circuit, adding swap gates if necessary, to map your abstract ideas onto the actual physical wiring of the chip. Now you submit the job. Since there are only a limited number of quantum computers available globally, you will likely be placed in a queue. Your job waits its turn alongside experiments from researchers and students around the world. Depending on the traffic and your access plan, this wait can be a few seconds or several hours. When your turn arrives, the machine executes your circuit. But here is the catch. Quantum mechanics is probabilistic. If you run the experiment just once, you get a single random outcome which might not tell you much. So, we execute the circuit thousands of times, repeatedly. We call these repetitions shots. A common standard is 1,024 shots. After execution, the data comes back to your computer. You will see a probability distribution, usually displayed as a histogram. In our Bell state example, we expect 50% zeros and 50% ones. However, on real hardware, you will see small bars for other states too. This is due to noise and errors in the system. Learning to interpret this data is a key skill in quantum programming. Where can you go to try this? IBM Quantum offers the most accessible platform with free access to real chips. Amazon Braket and Microsoft Azure Quantum act as aggregators, allowing you to access hardware from various companies like IonQ and Reichti through a single cloud account. Google also has a platform, primarily focused on research partnerships. To recap, the workflow involves writing your circuit, connecting to the cloud, letting the transpiler optimize your code, waiting in the queue, and finally analyzing the statistical results from the quantum processing unit. It is a powerful process that bridges the gap between abstract theory and physical reality. Now, you are ready to run your first quantum job.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.